Hello, hello, good morning, afternoon, evening, night. Back, some market action. So the Roth is looking a little bit tumultuous right now. We're seeing mostly red throughout our daily bread. We made a sale on iron. We also bought back into iron, which, I don't know. I feel a little frazzled ever since I put my mind back to switching these accounts up. It really has jostled me a little bit. So ultimately, though, today we are down in the accounts a little bit. We're no longer going according to our realized gains, since we are not realizing much right now, being that I'm trying to hold out, trying to do the smart thing here and use these accounts appropriately. The only thing I'm thinking about is that doing what I'm doing right now is going to slow down my day trading ability dramatically, because of the fact I do not have the capital in my Roth to really do what I'm doing in the individual. This is the reason I was trading my individual and joint like crazy, is because prior to structuring my accounts in a certain way, or at least trading from them in a certain way, I said I wanted to get a certain total so that it would be able to trade easier. So those two were conflicting ideas ultimately, because while I have more money in the account to trade in my individual and joint, I basically doubled the value of these accounts in the last like 6 months. So that's great. That's a huge good thing, of course. But we don't want a massive tax implication. So that is where I'm kind of starting to slow my roll. 8,000 up. We're like 2,000 up in the joint. We're like 2.5 thousand up in the Roth. So we did good realized for the year already. That's actually basically more than my yearly salary. I'm on a fixed income. I'm on disability. So there's really not much wiggle room there. So actually doing 100% of my yearly salary in like 3 months, basically. It wasn't even half a year. It's just there was some, some gains, some wins from prior to the 3 months. But maybe only about 1,500. So not nothing, but not most of it. So how we're looking today, it's just really Hood and Iron. Robin Hood doing really well today. Iron doing even better. Iron is looking beauticious right now. I'm confident that that will pass 50. Probably by the end of the month. Or I guess the end of October. I would almost guarantee by the end of October that will probably be more than 60. So Iron I'm pretty safe betting on. As far as everything else, it kind of looks like, things are still taken back, which I totally understand. And I should have listened to myself a little more and left some more cash on reserve. Because as you can see, we're all in. Every account is back to being all in again. And there was definitely a better point. But it's okay, it's okay. These are all small things that I'm kind of ironing out. These are all new territories for me. To some degree, at least the way I'm handling this. So, it's alright. It's alright. Pretty much what we gained yesterday is taken back today for now. We always do have to wait for them midday pops. And that's what looks like is happening with Iron. At least it's trying to. Attempting. So that's good. But I hope everybody else has been doing very well. Anybody else got some interesting picks that have been turning out well this year? By all means, share away. And it's just like looking at this Roth, man. It's so boring. So boring. We got so much more going on in the brokerage. It's gonna be difficult. It's gonna be difficult to temper myself here. But that's alright. That's alright. You know, especially with the way everything's moving as of this week, I think it's good that we take a little bit of a back seat. More of a spectator role. Now, the reason I jumped back into this on the Roth is because we got day trades. So, if anything, I see that this starts turning around down here. I could jump out. Which could be what I do. The only thing is we're about to hit midday. At least mid-market day. And there is a good potential of a pop. Especially because we got a lot of volume today. A lot of volume. Especially over here. So I'm thinking that'll hold out. We don't have any money to pump back into it there. Pretty much nowhere. That's why the Roth is going to be a little bit less desirable than I'd like. But pretty much all the accounts are, you know, we're all in. So unless we're selling, there's no liquidity right now. Which is okay. Which is okay. So this is where we're looking at for the morning here. Late morning. About to roll over to the afternoon. So, or actually I had that wrong. We're up 2k on the Roth. I think it took back some. Took back a little bit. So this is where we're looking for right now. Hoping iron goes up. Hood, we didn't jump in on the Roth, but we're doing okay on the brokerage and the joint as well. See anything going on over here? Yeah, got in a little later, but that's alright. Still up. These looking to hold. Pretty much everything in this account we're gonna hold. Been considering on getting rid of Redwire. Take my losses on that and get some money back. Because, you know, I swear, if I was trading Redwire where it's at now, I could have been making a lot of the money back. So, like, that's what I'm thinking. And if you're talking about tax implications, taking some losses is actually, you know, that's going to reduce your gains. So, effectively, you're kind of lowering your tax burden. But, you know what I mean? It's like, oh, yeah, I worked less this year. I made less money this year, so I'm paying less taxes. It's not necessarily the way you want to think about it, but if you want to try and spin it in a positive light, then by all means. So that's where we're leaving it for today. I'm not going to get too crazy this week. We're still trying to make sure we don't fall any lower than we currently are, because we definitely are on a teeter. We're on a teeter top. We just need to kind of realize where we're at and move appropriately. So, with that, I bid you adieu. May your troubles be less, your blessings be more. Nothing but happiness comes straight through your door. Take care, my friend.